First of all, I would love to explain to everyone that is literally going to watch this that I was inspired by a lot, of which one of it is that in the entire IUEA history, we never really had a female guild president. And there is nothing in the constitution of IUEA that says there shouldn't be a female guild president. So my biggest inspiration is that I want to be an empowerment out there to all the young ladies that you can do it, you are capable of doing it, and there's nothing that can actually stop you from doing it. And secondly, I look at my capability as an individual and my capacity, and I don't want it to go to waste. So I know I can deliver to the people, and I can bring a change. So I want to make use of myself that I can deliver the service that I'm possible or I'm capable of delivering it. And secondly, IUA was being run on only one perspective, because if I'm to place 3 people on one panel, the 3 people will literally have different views in life. Let us say I place my interviewer and maybe another colleague, and I ask them the very same question. They will literally give me different perspective on it. And IUA was only viewed on a perspective of one gender. I'm not biased on one gender, but it was like every time the guild president was a male. So the question here is, why don't we view the world or the university administration or the university guild office in a different lens? We need a different change, because basically my vision is we are moving from theory to practical. And you know how the world is being much more practical. So I also have initiatives that I have to bring on the table to make things move from practical to from theory to practical. And I've placed that in my manifesto, and it includes the engineering symposium, and I also have the legal aid clinic, which will also assist the law students, and a lot more that I've also prepared on ground. And the most important is the inspiration I have as an individual, that I can deliver and I can do much more than just being a woman, but I can also be a woman that can deliver. I can be a woman that is going to make history, because my slogan is history in the making, progress for all. I'm going to make history, yes, but the progress is for everyone. And of course, I'm not only going to be inclusive, but rather I'm going to be progressive. And that's the most thing that I'm going to bring on the table. So inspiration is not like a one-day thing that I woke up and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to be a guild president. No, I was inspired the moment I joined law school. Not actually the moment I joined law school, so I joined IUEA in foundation. Now I'm in my second year. I joined in 2023, and I found guild politics going on, and it was really interesting. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to take part in it. I didn't know when, but I knew I was going to take part in it. I'm not going to take part in it as anyone else, but as a lady that is inspired, and as a lady that is believing in herself that she can make change, and she can also inspire others. So each and everybody there, I'm a person that is so much inspired. I'm a person that is believing in herself that I can deliver. I've actually served in the South Sudanese Students Association as the Minister of Constitutional Affairs, and I'm still serving. And I also and I'm also serving as the class rep. I've been a class rep from foundation, and actually now in bachelor's I'm also a class rep. And I believe the people I've served were impressed with my work. And I have a lot more. You know, there are challenges that are being faced by students. I'm much more of a social person. So those challenges, I don't find anyone that is bringing it on the table. So if I don't do it as the guild president, and if I don't do it as a person that is having the capacity and the capability, then who will do it for the students? So that's one of the reasons I also stood up to take an initiative, because I was also, and I'm still a lay student. Of course, I've not gotten into the guild office yet, but I'm looking forward to getting into there, because I'm already on my campaign. So those are the initiatives I want to bring on the table. Those are the changes I want to bring for the students, a voice for the students, a voice for each and everyone, and of course, bring in progress on that table and bring in changes on the table, and view the university and the administration and the guild office on a different perspective, which is going to be a perspective of a lady. You know, leadership is always being commented like, you know, I'm a lady, I can do this and I can't do that. No, you can do it. You can do it as long as there's no policy hindering it. Women in, I think in France, is it France or when? They just started voting recently in 1990 something. I can't remember the year, sorry. But, you know, the feminists didn't fight for us to be quiet. They fought for us to stand for such positions and to make a difference. And I'm not against the men, please. I'm here for progress for all, but I'm just here much more focused on inspiring the ladies.